How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm super amazing, feeling super blessed.
Me too.
How are things
Good.
going?
Good. It's funny
Ah,
the oh
amazing, feeling.
yay. It's funny the synchronicities that Brenda and I had yesterday's, like the photography and that kind of stuff. And then it made me think of all the things that I wasn't doing. And then I went there. So it was a really good lesson for me. So I appreciate both of you. And I love that you're both right here to tell.
Now we're in the community. Now we're on the official community call, so it's nice to all be able to reflect back and see, like what was the biggest.
Yeah.
If you feel like sharing, what was something that was a big takeaway for you, or was there? And what do you feel like you want to step into, or is there any takeaways that you had?
Yeah, definitely. Because at UPW, and I started to write you a message and I'm like, oh, this isn't working either. So how can I get it across so that it makes, that it's clear, concise,
Yeah.
right? So at UPW, I realized that I'd been concentrating like 2.5 years on a problem instead of solution. And I'm like, wow, I'm gonna stay in solution mode. And I jumped right in. And there's just so much goodness that I want to create. And when I said the angels were singing, it's like a constant thing of what I'm learning, because what I've learned is what's happened to me has happened to a lot of people. And now I have a voice. And had it happened 5 years ago, I wouldn't have this voice. And I believe in the long run, I will help a lot of people based on the journey that I've had. So there's
Okay.
that.
So how can
And
you help yourself right now?
how can I help what?
Can you help yourself right now?
So I am doing that. So remember the person that I met that wanted to donate $1 million? It sort of turned into something else. And I have a friend that buys jet fuel, and he happens to work for Petrocina. So we're starting to do something that may be ongoing. And because of that, I also reached out to our community for the same thing because of what it could create. So that's a way in which I'm helping myself, because that would be a monthly income that would result in all the things that I really want to do in the world. And I still stay in the context of renting the house. Like I just rented one of the apartments, and um so and I noticed the last couple days, my 5 a.m. priming, we haven't primed, because in order to make the Joe Dispenza 6 a.m., we're doing two longer things. And I'm gonna say to them that I feel a difference. And it's something that I consistently want to do at 5 a.m. It has to be one of the first, not the one that gets shoved under the rug.
But you can still do that by yourself.
I know, and I do.
Okay.
And I also do it again at 10.
Okay.
So yeah, I agree. And I love knowing that, because I just did it with my friends at 10. And and it's like, in the light. So now I took from UPW, I took Master Co's rub the hand together, do this. So now when I'm bringing the light in, I can literally feel the light. And when I was doing it today, when you get a picture and you do it and the light goes, I could literally feel the light, like just warm my heart, warm my body of the gratitude. I'm about to go spend 2 days with my 5 grandchildren. What I got to be grateful for is just incredible. So staying in that brings the rest. And I really trust. And then did you see Ross's dance moves this morning? Did you see what he
No,
posted?
no,
That
I
was good.
didn't.
But for 2025, yeah, you want to take a peek at that. That was adorable. I'm like, yes. And it talks about cortisol and not sitting still. Because that's huge. Yeah.
Gabe, welcome. Are you here?
It's just what you said, Brenda, the inner trust and knowing and the worthiness and all of it.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, great.
Congratulations. Just wanted to share congratulations on your beautiful baby girl, brother.
Oh, wow.
Not yet.
Yay.
No,
Not yet.
we're
Not yet.
not. We're not. It's not here yet.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry. I must have misunderstood. My apologize. My apologies.
Yeah, we're just resting now. It's been. It's been a long. I don't know how many times are we going to have the scare. I guess as many times as we need to, but yeah, I've been here since 5 a.m. again. Now she's just resting, and my
Nice.
mind is just running. So I figured I'd jump on the call while she rests.
Are you at the
How are you?
hospital?
Yeah, I am here.
Yay.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel good, obviously, but I was nervous as hell this morning, and then we were chatting, then was emotional, then was lots of roller coaster of emotions, just thinking about everything. It's beautiful. I feel good though. I feel good. I feel relaxed. I feel ready. Got the house ready. Um, everything's good. Everything's great. It's a long time though. Like we've been doing this for 7 days now. Like, you know, so it's not, I'm not being negative about it, but the baby needs to come. mom's getting mom's getting tired, and I'm getting tired because hospital then home, hospital home. But we spend a lot of time here, and the hours are inconsistent from having routine, but it's all good.
There's no time when it comes to baby time. It's like
Nope,
Tony time.
no,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. That's a
yeah,
good, yeah.
yeah.
It's a roller coaster
It's so
ride.
true. Yeah, it is. It is. So tomorrow, well, I'd say that baby might be born tonight. Um, and once baby's born, like right now, she's dilated a bit, but not completely. So we have hours. Like it might even be tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. But every doctor is different, and it's either we stay or we go or we stay, and we're just trying to be patient and positive. We had an ultrasound and we saw the baby's face, and she seems to say it's just like me.
It's gonna be a beautiful baby birthday gift.
Yeah, it will. It will. It will. I was trying not to work. I'm trying not to be in business and all that stuff. So I love the lighthouse because it gives me, I could listen to beautiful people, and it makes my inner self feel more beautiful and more soft. So I was running, my head was running like the meeting, my notification came up, and I was like, oh, this is something to do, because I was just sitting there on a very uncomfortable chair doing nothing. Trying to be present, but she's resting now, so
We're very grateful that you're here, and we're very grateful that you feel this when you come here. It's our reason to keep lighting it up as a team, as a family, as a community, man. And so it means a lot that you say
it
that.
really is. I
Mhm.
think about it every day. Like, it's, to be really honest, I've never felt this way about a certain little group. It's a little group with big outcome for me. It's not like, so like you go to UPW, it's huge, it's a lot of personal work, and you have to put the time in. This is more of a fall into place, listen to real people, and you know that you're getting good information, and certain things like that. So it's almost like for my schedule, for my Lighthouse schedule now, I put them all in my schedule yesterday, and for the rest of the Lighthouse community being there, it's that, like, I don't care what date it is, where, who, or how, or what I'm doing. I was even thinking like, okay, if I'm on a job site on an 8-story building, I'm taking the hour to do Lighthouse. Like I'm that far thinking in my head, like no matter what, if it's lunch hour, other than if my family really needs me. Like the other day, I couldn't join the meeting. I was, I had to be with my wife, and
Of course.
it was good. And she's all good though. We watched we rewatched the Lighthouse video at my house, and we reflected. It was weird hearing myself talk, and I was able to reflect on a lot of things while she was sitting beside me. So it's almost magical. Like, and I think about it every day now. Like, those people are good, so it's nice.
We're
I love you
reflections.
guys.
We love you, brother. We're just reflections of your soul, my friend. We're the reflection of what's already inside you, my bro. So we're grateful for you. Sagitas, my bro.
Hey, fam.
Hey, Helen.
So beautiful to hear from Gabe reflections. Thank you for sharing. And yeah,
You guys
seems
want to
like
see my
Jesus.
baby?
It seems like baby's on the way. Jesus is back soon. Oh, it's another one. Hello there.
Oh, hi.
So beautiful.
Say hi. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah,
So
He's wild.
I,
He's 1 year old, and he's just wild. He's running all across the hospital. He
I,
talks a lot.
You're cutting up, Sagitas. We're losing connection.
me cutting up? Okay. Let me do that. Should be better now.
Yeah,
Is it better now?
Yeah.
So I would love to second on what Gabe is saying, that how this Lighthouse meetups was important for me, crucial going through the tough times. The summer was really challenging, and like it's almost that's the thing that kept me alive, if that makes sense. Like to like I was really going through the difficulties, and it was so that's the only thing I was looking forward when I wake up. So I wake up in the morning, and
I'll just Oh, he's trying to talk, but can we hear him?
mm-hmm.
Can't hear you, Sagitas.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I could hear
I
him.
could hear him.
Okay, you can hear him.
Okay.
Why can't I hear him?
Yeah, so I would wake up all depressed and all sad and all of that, and I would be looking forward. So my morning, it would be maybe early, but the meeting would start at 6 p.m. So I would push through the day to to get into this meeting. Yeah, so it's really important, and thanks you for everyone to showing up here. And I jumped today for a short moment because I'm going to sit down to the table with the family to celebrate Christmas. And I just wanted to say hi and share love and gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Thank you.
thank you. Right back at you.
And I just want everyone to know that Sagitas has been like a really big support for me as well. So as much as the Lighthouse has been here for you, brother, you've been here for it. So I think that the thing that I've discovered throughout my journey of life is that, kind of like Gabe said, like it doesn't matter about the amount of people, it matters about the quality of people. And with the quality of people that are capable, we can create so much more impact with a few people that are really honed in to themselves and each other. And this massive gentleman, Sagitas, has been there since the beginning. And so I honor you, brother, because you really know my heart, you know my soul, and you've watched me and observed me and supported me in so many different areas, even before I had my first experience in Brazil. And so, you know, you've saw me kind of, or maybe right after my first experience in Brazil is when we met. So, um,
What do you
thank
mean
you,
by
brother.
experience?
Well, I'll get into that right now, but I just wanted to say thank you, Sagitas. You know, thank you.
Much love.
Beautiful.
Love in action.
Beautiful.
Love in action. That's what's going on.
Yeah. So, Gabe, when I was in Brazil, I was moved there, I would say, by spirit, and an amazing teacher, who was a person that I fell in love with, a woman, and she invited me to Brazil when I was living in Tulum. So I went from Australia to Tulum. Uh, I was going through a major breakup, and I lived in Tulum for maybe like 6 months, and then I met this beautiful woman from Brazil, and she invited me down to this place called Alto Paraíso, which is where we're having our impact conscious revival retreat. But the reason why we're going there is because that place, it rests on the biggest landmass of quartz in the world, and it also has around 2,500 waterfalls in its vicinity. And this place that I was called into, it gave me deep emotional fitness, not intelligence, fitness. And the reason it's different is because it gave me what I already recognize, and it allowed me to crack my heart so deeply open because of the resonance and the awareness. And so this openness, the more open our hearts are, the more energetic exchange we can receive from our mother earth, our planet. Because we're not stuck in the mind anymore. We're actually in a coherence that's really cultivated around crystals, around energy, and around exchange. And so these ley lines that I just discovered uh, around the world I've been traveling to were very much energetic. So I lived in Ibiza, also another energetic ley line, you know, in the Middle East, in Australia. But Brazil was what really opened me up. And so now we are inviting the community to come join in this beautiful retreat at the end of April, April 28th.
Wow. April 28th. Who's all going to this?
Well, there'll be all of us here and many more. We have spots for up to 27 people. It is, Ross, right?
Yeah, in the main house, in case we decide to take more spaces later, though. But yeah, I think 27 is a good number.
Interesting. That sounds amazing. I feel that listening to your story, I haven't broken open my heart yet, and because I was always in the mind. But being with you guys, it's only how many meetings now, and I've made so many shifts, so many small little shifts that are not even hard to do, to be able to just be more at heart and not in mind. But I still play with my mind a lot, like yesterday and a little bit this morning. But progress, not perfection.
That's
So-
right. Progress
it.
and perfection. I love that.
Me
And
too.
Gabe, just the more and this is how I feel too, like when my heart when I cracked open my heart, it's like, well, I want to be around people like this. Like I need these reminders all the time, because I can just look at Eric and I'm reminded, right? I'm reminded about, staying in the heart. And that's why, this group and other groups that Eric has, I'm drawn to that because I can be in a place where, people understand where I'm coming from. And it's not
Yeah.
like, it's just this feeling of safety, I think,
Mm.
because we're all on
Yeah,
this
I
journey.
totally feel that.
Mhm.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I mean,
I was just acknowledging you.
yeah, yeah. And that's why, I see something pop up. Oh, there's a meeting. I just get on it, even if I'm just listening, because it's so positive. And I think Eric just has a way of, acknowledging everyone, making everyone feel special, especially Eric. I mean, it's not just Eric, but it's
Yeah.
I always see you as the sovereign king here. You got all these things going on.
Ronald calls him the reborn Jesus. Yeah, Eric. I said to Ronald when I met him at Business Mastery, I said, Eric Balance, because right after business, I had a meeting with Eric on a fuel project that we're doing, and we had nothing. Like, we've never met. No one introduced us. Nothing. He just said, "Yep, I can have a meeting with you." And like within an hour, I don't even remember exactly. We just jumped on a small little meeting. I was in state, and I have a huge deal going on that's supposed to close at the end of February, and we had another follow-up meeting with some people that he knew. So my back end work is being done, and once I do my part, then we revisit that meeting. But just having little things like that give me confidence to be able to like proximity. So I don't care what project it is. I know I'm in proximity of some of the greatest people. If not, they know people that know people that know people. And I said, "Do you know Eric?" To Ronald Onima. I said, he says, "Yes, Eric Valance, reborn Jesus. Yes, I know him."
I love that.
And you know how he's energetic to it. He's kind of a little bit not aggressive, but he has passion when he's speaking,
right.
and it's not aggressiveness, but it's like the emotion. Like, he's good. So it's been really good. I feel what you were saying there, and I don't want to be offensive in any way, but I'm like, okay, we're doing Tony, then we do Next Life next, and there's this mastermind, then Lighthouse, and then I was like, when do I implement and when do I work? Because it's a lot of listening and it's a lot of do this, do that. And the other day I was like, I just got to pick and choose. So I'm doing Next Life next with JJ Villa, and I'm doing Lighthouse, and from there I'll move on. But like, because when you go to Business Mastery, there's so many groups. And it's like, which one am I missing out on, or which one is right for me? And I just always went back to, who was really there for that first meeting, and I had no idea who he was. So you start following, right? And my problem is just having so many businesses. I can only actually literally take on so many meetings and so many things throughout the day, or learning how to even structure from being no organization to being able to have all these meetings and then add new task lists to my schedules on top of working on myself and then my family and then being financial abundant. It's all starting to come together, but you realize where the importance is, and it's always kind of within first. I'm realizing not what I'm learning is to make myself happy and structure myself to be happy and make myself invest in yourself and prioritize yourself, and then you could prioritize everything else. And that's just basic economics that I'm learning based off of being able to have meetings with you guys, take that in, and then get back to work. And then, rather than stacking everything and just being lost all the time. I feel like coming here gives me that sense of peace. Yeah, go ahead.
No, what I was going to say, just like, as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking, the Brazil experience is exactly for someone like you. Like that person that has a business, but also, you've got the business, but you want to incorporate the community and giving and yourself, and like just doing business in more of a, I don't know your wording for it, conscious entrepreneurship. I always go back to, because that makes sense to me, because that's what I want to have in business. I want to, it's great to have all these businesses, but what's it all for? What's the end goal here? Right? And so just as you were talking, I thought you should really look at the Brazil experience, because it's combining everything you're actually talking about right now.
I think so. I just have to see my schedule. April is big festival where we are, like a community festival. Everyone puts games together. We're a huge sponsor, so we build things for people. We build I don't know, ice forts, snow piles, anything we could give back. And there's a lot of racing, so we have race teams, and
Cool.
I think that's usually my April and May. But those things could be aside, because I've been doing those things for many, many, many years, and
Can't
those
hear you. Can you
are
hear
the
him?
same old things that just
Mm-mm.
those are the same old things that kind of give me my bad stress. So maybe something, a new light, or a new, yeah, I'll see it.
It's
I'm not
always,
fixed, so
it's like when there's a
being able
will,
to
there's a
open my
way.
heart is, yeah.
You want to open your heart, that's the thing you need to do, something like that, definitely.
I haven't, yeah. I've been hiding, and I feel like I'm finally starting to come out of that hidingness, or
Fighting.
uh,
Yeah. That's so
Hey,
funny. I
Pam, I
used
just
to
want
say
to
the
say,
same.
if just interrupt for a bit, like I want to wish you all the beautiful Christmas,
Okay, Sagit.
and much love, and thank you for being you and here. Much
Aw,
love,
love
Likewise.
Sagitas. Bye.
love and light,
You
love
too and your
light.
family.
Thank you.
Love you, brother. Gabe, if I may just share, um, my hallucination is that what's happening in April, May at these events that you have already done for a lot of years, you could most definitely influence a leader to delegate and create support for you, so that they can really take the responsibility, and you can then, as a result, really step into the ownership versus the operations. And this could be the first emphasis of you really stepping into an actual business owner versus a business operator. And so the reason why I think that this is going to be a huge shift for you, because by you taking that first step of delegating and saying, hey guys, I need you to do X, Y, and Z while I go away to really work on my internal self, you're going to then allow even more trust to come through, which is then as a result going to come back to you tenfold when you're with us in Brazil and spending different time, because you'll also get to meet some incredible elders that will also emphasize this key component of what you already ancestrally know. We're just going to help you remind that part of yourself.
yeah. I was thinking about that all year long. Like, we do quite a bit of Christmas giving back too, and this year, so since Business Mastery, to keep it short, you're right. You're right. I have to. I am. So 2025 is a personal year for me, because since 2013 it hasn't been, and like I was saying, like we were saying in our past meetings, for me, giving is living, and giving. Those are so Christmas we give, Thanksgiving we give, all those other events we give. And then April, that's the biggest time we give, but we're just giving, all I'm doing is giving
Maybe it's time to give you,
myself,
give
giving,
yourself.
yeah, giving myself away to things that
Yeah.
are already could be controlled by a whole community. Like I don't need to be there, or it's not
No.
like I'm not going to do my part, but my people will do their part. And even if I say it or
Yes.
don't say it, they already know. Like
They
we're
will step
those
up.
people already. So
Yeah. And you will come back and be more empowered to do, just bigger and better things. Because, it sounds like you're just doing a lot of incredible things at the moment. And like this is going to allow
I,
you even like more greatness, which is so exciting.
yeah, I'm
And
doing a lot of
Right.
incredible things, but for others.
For others, yeah. It's time to,
It's
because the
and
thing
you,
is
it's
when
an
you're,
illusion to me that oh, I'm doing all of this so I could do it for myself and for my family. But it's opposite effect. It's I'm doing all of this so that others can benefit, and I'm taking time away from myself, my family, my health, and everything else. So yeah.
you
But
nailed it.
when you're young, like I said, I'm only 28. When you're
You're
young, you're
28.
ambitious to get rich.
You're
Yeah.
28. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. And you're doing so much. Oh, that's so
People keep
impressive.
saying that.
Oh
People
my
keep
God.
saying
No,
that.
seriously.
I
Like, wow. Oh my
I don't
goodness.
realize it.
You,
I need
you,
to see it from third person because I
whoa.
don't realize that. But
Yeah, I know. Like,
and the cool thing is you can create a hologram or put something on a thumb drive that you can project onto something as if you're already there, wishing everybody a great celebration wherever it is that your sponsorship is happening.
yeah.
And
Some
say all
of
the
these
things that
races
you
I
want to say.
participate in too. So as long as I get some good dates, there's
Yep.
two races that there's a race I participate in that I'll probably never miss ever in my life, and it's in around that time. So I do want to get the dates. Even if I don't do any of the other things, my crew will from one of my companies. That's like whichever company, whoever does that responsibility will take that responsibility. But for me, the racing side of things, there's a race from
what kind of a race is it,
Rankin
Kate?
Inlet. It's a snowmobile race from
Oh, snowmobile.
basically in the middle of nowhere, middle
Yeah.
of nowhere, from one community to the next with a checkpoint and a refuel, and then back to another, back to that same community. And it's there's live, it's live, there's helicopters. There's like 500 people who talk about it, and only like 30 people show up to it. 5,000 people act like they race it, but it's pretty intense. It's the Isle of Man of TT, the race in it's like in
UK.
Germany, I think it is. The
No,
UK.
Isle of Man, ET is in the UK. It's on the Isle of Man.
Okay.
Epic.
Yeah, I don't know much about that race, but it's basically that version of higher Arctic Canada. So, and it's crazy. It's really intense. People have died and almost died and stuff. So it's where my adrenaline and where we do that for a living. I've been doing it for many, many, many years, and it's awesome. You're 200 kilometers an hour on a.
I'm hearing,
It's awesome.
I'm hearing that you have to discover the dates to get clarity, and so my suggestion is to get clear on the dates, and then 20. In our thing in Brazil starts on the April 28th, goes till May 4th.
Oh, okay. I think the race starts May 1st. April, May 1st to 3rd. Anyways, I'll decide.
Yeah, maybe
Won't
this
make
is
no
the
decisions
universe.
now because
Maybe this is the universe challenging you to see where you really want to challenge yourself. Is it something that you want to go deeper into discovering parts of yourself you didn't even know existed? or is it something that
I do that there. I do that at that race. In a different
is it
way
why
because
you're doing that? Because remember this, I think one of the things that we forget is that sometimes there's things that we don't know that we don't know. And so if you
yes, so
keep
true.
keeping the experience, that is also something that you discover parts of yourself, but you're not willing or challenging yourself in something new that we've never experienced or discovered. We there's an infinite level of awareness that we are not yet privy to. And so by discovering this massive level of creativity and harmony that exists within ourselves, we can start to actually exemplify our experience. Because yesterday I was like, I'm going to use my life as a great experiment. And this is exactly what I've been doing. And I'm discovering now even more parts of myself that I had zero clue about. And because I'm constantly growing and I'm constantly curious, I allow these unique nuances and patterns from life's experiences allow me to stand on top of kind of what's already existing. And then I get even more curious to go into something even more uncertain, because to me, that's life's greatest adventure.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. So I know what you mean. I've had some of those experiences, maybe not to that certain extent. Um, it's a tough pill for me to swallow because this is a very positive thing for me. Um, it's in my blood when you hear the choppers right above you and you're on the starting line and you know um you let it out, you're yelling during the race, you're releasing. It's a it's a feeling I've never ever felt. And you're at peace. I'm at peace when I do that, going at 200 kilometers an hour, and I'm in full race gear at the same time. And there's jumps, bumps, speed, berms, and it's going to be a tough pill for me to swallow. And last year at my pit stop, I lost 11 minutes because my sled caught on fire, and I only came 8 minutes behind the leader, so I would have been champion of that race. And I'm a winner. So it's a tough pill. I have to see my dates, and I have to
I'm
still be
curious. I have a
convinced.
question. I have a question.
Yeah.
When is the last time that you experienced the exhilaration of the internal side of your world? The peace, the silence.
Um, Maybe for moments sometimes, but never really ever. Like maybe during a ritual in a sweat lodge or a steam or in the sauna during a towel dance for 15 minutes. I've never done it for consecutive hours, days, or a week or whatever it may be. I don't think I'm there, to be honest. I don't think I
Well,
have. I don't even maybe know what it is, to be honest. I don't until you bring me there.
so can you imagine, picture yourself in front of a waterfall the size of a mountain, standing underneath it and feeling the energy of this powerful water all falling onto you, and all you can feel is the power of our creator. Can you imagine going deep inside of your space where your heartbeat is actually intuitively communicating to you, and all you can hear is a butterfly in the distance because you're so silent, but you can feel the flap of those wings and you recognize the uniqueness and the profoundness of how that feels within you? Do you believe that this is possible?
I picture myself right now for some reason wearing a blue shirt in shorts, standing under that waterfall and just yelling beauty at the top of my lungs and just enjoying that energy when I hear you talking about it.
And this, my brother, I have to say, is one of the
And that
most
feels good.
feeling. Do you think there's 200 kilometers of engine feeling the energy of our creator and the water falling onto you? That, my friend, is real power. That is real power.
Yeah. Maybe for you right now, and it maybe might be for me too. But for sure for you right now. And I think it's gonna happen to me. You remember the other day I told you I reacted to going to Business Master right away without consulting anybody or trying to check everything? That's me right now, not doing that. So I just want to do my due diligence, and it's probably
No, no, no.
worth it
I don't
way
expect
more.
you to make a decision right now. All I'm
No.
suggesting is the experience and the openness, because it allows you to discover a new part of yourself, and that's all. I
For
think
sure. I'm
this
wondering,
is
and I'm wondering, here's my thing. Is this experience only there? Like, can I do both? You know, that's all I want to know. And then, can I go after? Or can I go before? You know, I don't think I have to pick one or the other. I think I could do both if the dates line up. And when I look at the dates, then I'll decide.
amazing.
I'm leaning more towards it because I want 2025 to be a personal development year. Because like the deals that I have to close for 2025 are far more greater than living 200 kilometers a second, you know, or however you want to call it. Or everything else that's been nonsense for me. Yeah. So that shift does have to change. We got a few months, right? And I think my inner peace will come out by then, and I'll be able to easily prioritize myself rather than illusions and chaos. That life is chaotic, and it's wild too. So peace is what I want.
Sounds to me like you already made your decision, but that's just me.
I yeah, most likely. And you know what? I've already been thinking about, because April's huge race season. It's huge, and all over Nunavut. There's Goodrock, Nunavut, Iqaluit, Cambridge Bay, Pangerton. Like, it might be the time where I just need to fuck that shit for now, and because that's significant. It's significant. It's not peace.
Mm.
Wow, that was
It's just
great. That's great what you just said.
Mm.
yeah. Yeah, I could definitely. It's definitely worth not going. And I was already thinking that too, because it's like, because even the people there are looking for significance and stuff. For me, I'm not there to. I'm there to battle myself. Like, if I could time trial this race myself and have the whole setup with that kind of energy, I would. You know, I'm learning to be able to do things myself, but racing seems to be my gateway into. It got me out of drugs. It got me out of alcohol because it's so expensive. It's my passion. I love the sound, the smell, the feeling, and it's where I'm most happy, where I'm smiling most ear to ear is behind a steering wheel or behind a handlebar. So, you know, and I need to find my peace for myself too. But I've been doing racing forever, so you know, something new is better. And I told myself 2025, I'm prioritizing myself. And this is me learning. Me right now, this decision making right now is me learning to prioritize myself right now.
Right now. That's amazing.
Mm.
I just love just like your transition, your transformation in your thinking. You're talking it out. You're You're seeing the reality of it, and it's
Yeah, I'm
possible.
realizing it right now.
Yeah, right
It is.
now. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Make your move.
Make your move.
I'm in
Yeah.
a hospital, so you have no idea. I want to run down the hallway as fast as I can right now, yelling, but I can't.
Why not? You
So
can do it.
just, hey,
Sigitas
come
did
on.
it in the middle. Sigitas did it in the middle of
There's,
Edmonton Airport, right, Eric?
Yeah, he
He
did.
shouted, "Freedom!"
Mm.
yeah. I got a few. I was probably here for 2 days, so I don't want to.
You wanna
If I was in
see
an
it.
airport, it'd be a little better. In a hospital, it's not the right setting. Yeah. So put me into that special room.
They might section you for Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna section me. Yeah. There is a free hallway here going to a dead end, but I'm not gonna run. I'm just going to pretend like I am.
It's enough, that smile and that joy that you're walking around in is already vibrating more people around there than you believe to be happening. So that state that you're in, that beautiful state is it's really nice to see it, brother. And the fact that
I am
you're
about to
also,
have a beautiful daughter.
and the fact that you're also
Sorry.
reflect openly on things that are even more meaningful to you, so that you can take even more responsibility in your experience of life, is beautiful. At 28 years old, to be doing this and having the conviction of trusting in something deep within yourself, to choose to say, hey, maybe there's an even better way, and then to make a decision to make that choice is beautiful to observe. So I honor that, man. I honor you big time.
Thank you. Thank you. No, it's you guys. Man, I'm tired, guys. I'm tired of trying to find people. Like, it feels good. I'm exhausted of trying to be this person and trying to, pieces where like just be you and then you'll find you. And it's so peaceful to be able to, there's certain levels of peace, but to know that there is, so that's why I'm so open. It's like I'm not trying to rush things, but there's just no more holding it. I'm tired of not being able, like, how do I say this? Like, I've been trying to find these people, forever, from my upbringing to now. Supportive peer groups, like just support groups. Because mom, dad, like the whole thing is not there. Being an outsider is completely different. Being able to be understood. It's not even that like I'm being understood. I'm just being heard out. It's just so different. Because you guys know how to listen, and then know how to, by you being you, know how to fix the situation without creating a curriculum or a schedule, or just, just the piece of everything just is aligning. So it's great. I honor you guys. And it's for men to be able to talk and be that vulnerable, I think is a problem. So I want to be able to create that for men that are here, because I have an employee the same way who doesn't talk, and another employee, actually you met TJ, who doesn't talk, and he's changed already, and he's going to be joining the group. But I have another employee like that, and men don't talk, and men don't find their inner peace, and a lot of people die that way. So
It's very true.
time to fix it
Like,
up.
we all get taught as men from society and from school, that we have to be strong, that it's never hard, just pick yourself up, pull your socks off, get on with life, and it's just ingrained in our DNAs, from legacies of people having to feel like that, but also from actually our teaching in our society, that men can't be vulnerable, which is a fallacy. Because actually, we become stronger the more vulnerable we are and the more open we are.
Yeah. I'm trying to do it with emotional regulation, like, because you could also emotionally, like, if I'm not emotionally regulated during certain times, there's certain settings where you could do it to people because you can make people feel uncomfortable. And that's what I find with Eric and Ronald and you guys is we all know how to kind of be open, and we're ready to be open, but to be able to transform someone doing that without having to tell them this is what I'm going to do to you, like as if they're going to school. When you just find inner peace and you become a beautiful person, you will let beautiful out of other people, and that's more so what we're trying to look for in the support groups that I'm in, and then the support groups that we create, and then even the suicide prevention and drug addiction stuff, like all of that, so it's all within. And men, women, whoever, there's going to be some healthy paranoia there, to be the man or be that person or toughen up. You're always going to have that. So it's finding that balance a little bit, because you can't just be soft. You have to be. It's a tough world at the same time, right?
Doesn't need to be. It doesn't need
It's
to be,
so
Gabe.
true.
It's
so true.
It's our ego and our need for significance that makes it a tough world. If people change their approach, and actually, to be fair, if we got out of our minds as a society, then I think things would be a lot better. It's when people fall into their mind and allow their need for significance and ego be offended, and the fear, that is when all of these stories, confusion, complications, difficult situations, people being difficult, awkward, angry, jealous, resentment, all kind of comes from that basic one thing. And if you just kind of accept that people are different, that people are unique, in their own various ways, and you accept that from a place of heart rather than from your mind and from the stories that your mind will create about those situations or those people, then the need for significance goes away. The ego drops the guard. You become much more humble, accepting, gracious, and generally we become happier people from that. And I think that's one of the big, and I think if we change the way that most people act or feel, I think the world would be a way different place.
Oh,
For
that was
sure.
beautiful.
I feel it.
That was beautiful.
I feel that was very on point. That was very,
yeah.
And I'm in that stage where I need to be more humble. I need to be more grateful, gracious. I need to have more gratitude. I need to be more present. I'm young, so from being nothing to creating all my businesses, it was all just, I'm that guy. I want to be everything. But fuck that. Like, it's like, fuck that now. I look at it so different, where I still could be that guy and have beautiful significance rather than egotistical significance.
Yeah, exactly. Gabe, you're like, so as such an important leader in your community, like you are just exude this beautiful, like I just love
I'm becoming.
You're becoming, I see it in you right now, Gabe. I see that in you right now. You have that amazing power to be an incredible leader, and I'm sure you already are that.
Yeah. It's just for me, when I say becoming, it's just I haven't put out I do it on a lower level of picking and choosing the people I could be that role model to in certain things. What I mean by my leader is, even if it's one person or 10 people, I want to be that person that's able to do it with a group of people and all lead together when we change, and make eventually massive effect, where it's not just the 3 people to 5 people to 10 people that you're doing every few months, and then they, I want to do it in the hundreds and the thousands, but that's going to be
Sure.
later down the road, and I can't do it until this guy is able to be that
That's
beautiful
right,
person.
Gabe. That's
So I was
right.
creating something. I was creating something from nothing because I was having the idea, but there was no foundation of me to be able to like I was saying in my other meetings when I watched the videos back, and it's important, Eric. By the way, Eric, thanks for recording them and putting them live because it's vulnerability. And then we actually could go back because there's many meetings that I'm in that I can't go back and I'm like, hey, what did I say, or what did that person say, or what did we do? And you could sit there and listen to yourself, and it's beautiful. So thanks. I just wanted to point that out. Thanks for that part. That's really good. But getting back to the point of fixing me and being that beautiful person is, I was trying to create something from nothing. Like I want to be. I was also looking for significance when I'll change people's life, but fucking how? From emptiness? From the hate you have, or from the significance and ego that you have from building your business, and you're just, oh yeah, you got a bit of money and you could talk some shit now. It's not like that.
I love that. I like that. So great. It's just raw and real, right?
Yeah. So it's like, and I'm in the stage where it's like, people look at me and it's like, holy fuck, this kid's needed. It's like, oh, look at their house, look at all the stuff. Yeah, just like, I'm almost reverse effect. It's like, I want to go back to a single little tiny house, and drive a Vitara or a fucking broken down 78 Chevy that's 2-wheel drive that gets stuck in the side of the road. Like, there's so much. I'm finding myself, so it's good. But I'm never going to. So all of the stuff that I do have, I'm grateful for, and like the house that we live in, and all of the materialistic things that I have, I worked hard to get. So I'll just appreciate them in a different way rather than being like, look what I got. This is, look how beautiful this is because of the work that we put in to be able to get this, and I'm grateful for it. But there's a difference between that and showing it off where yeah. So, money's a tool to have fun, and it's a tool to make change. But money's a very bad tool when you use it for significance. And that's where the shift is happening right now.
Brother, I just want to finish off with one thing, and just keep believing in the man that you really believe in. Keep walking that path, because you will become the man that you believe in if you just keep walking the path. And so my perspective, when I had this vision, it was always about, what can I do better? How can I step up? What can I emphasize in my responsibility? And it was always like, who am I? What do I do? It was about radical self-responsibility, and what you're doing. And so I just want to really highlight the brilliance that you're sharing, and the raw and the vulnerability. It sounds to me that this team that you're wanting to develop is already in front of you, and also it also sounds like you might meet even more amazing people on a global level if you choose to come to Brazil. But that's gonna be your decision.
Yeah.
I love you. I really appreciate you. You're a very great man with an amazing heart and a profound purpose. And I'm honored that we get to be on this journey together. Brenda, Ross, Amy, amazing to have you here. And thank you so much all for, leading, just being leaders in your lives, leading yourselves first. I'm very grateful. Have everybody have a profound and amazing Merry Christmas. All the best to you and your families. They're our greatest gifts, and I just want to share. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Christmas Day.
All right. See you.
Bye, guys.
Everyone.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Joy.
Yeah, bye.